in dollars of the 10 different garden chairs. So this type of data is raw data, and that means that we're given every single specific value that we're looking at. And the first thing we need to do is to find the range of prices for the 10 chairs. So the range is found by doing the largest value, and the largest value there is 255. So we're going to do 255, and we're going to subtract from that the smallest value, and the smallest value is 49. So we're going to subtract those two, and that gives me 206. So the range of the data is 206. And then the next part of the question, part B, says that we need to find the mean price for each of the chairs. So the easiest way of doing this on your TI-84 is to go into statistics, and we're going to edit the data. So if you have anything in there, just make sure that you clear it. So if you go up and then you press the clear button, then that will clear the column for you. And we're going to type in our data. So we have 79, 139, 255, 99, 50, 209, 229, 193, 69, and the last one is 49. So that now that we've got the data, we can go back into statistics, calculations, and we have one variable that we're looking at. So the list of the data is in L1. The frequency we don't need because it's just each individual piece of data, it's raw data. So we're going to calculate the information, and we can see there that the mean, okay, which is the X bar on our calculator, is equal to 137.1. So to three significant figures, that would be $137. And then for the second part of the question, for part 2, this is part 1, it asks us to find the standard deviation. So the standard deviation is this one here. Okay, it's shown with the sigma x, and that is equal to 74.5 to three significant figures. And then it says that in a sale, each item is reduced by $20, and we need to write down the new one. So there's two ways of doing this. Either you can go back to your list of data and you can write them all reduced by a value of 20. And that method will also work, and you can plug it through and so on. However, what you can also do is just change your answer or use your answer from part B in order to write down C much quicker. So for this one, there we go, we can see it a little bit better. For the first one, when you're working out the mean, if every single piece of data is 20 smaller, therefore the mean will also be 20 smaller. So if it was 137.1, then we're going to need to subtract 20 from that, because if you think about your number line, and you've got all your pieces of data, if they are all 20 less, then all that's happened is all those 20 pieces of data have moved down. And therefore the mean will just also be 20 lower. Okay, so that's all we're needing to do on that one. And that gives me a value of $117.1. Okay, or $117 to three significant figures. So 117. And for the second part, you needed to find the new standard deviation. Now, the standard deviation won't change. If they've all reduced by the same amount, there is no bigger spread. It is exactly the same. So the spread of the data is the same, and therefore it is still 74.5 to three significant figures. So there is no change on that one at all.